magazines. As smart-mouth David Addison, he stars in the much-heralded TV series Moonlighting. He's done a special for HBO and has a second in the works. He has a record album out that's just gone gold, and his first feature film, Blind Date, opens tomorrow. Yet for all his success in front of the camera, Willis has a less than terrific off-screen image. I caught up with Bruce in Los Angeles and simply asked him why.
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Given the fact that in the past 2.5 years since I've been doing this show, I've only done 3 major interviews. That's side A. Side B is, for the past 9 months, I've been in magazines and newspapers just about every day, or at least, once a week. And there have been things that have been total fabrications printed as fact about me. I'm not saying that I'm an angel. I like to have fun, but by and large, I think that how people see me in this country is pretty much based on what they read in the papers. That I ran through town nude, that I used to show up at parties with diapers on, which is all real good copy, but a lot of it's just been made up. It's part of the business.
You don't do many of these, do you?
Many interviews?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
How come?
It's going to get right in there, aren't you? Just going to go right with the...
I'm just curious.
It basically came out of a feeling that I had when I first started doing Moonlighting. Why, just because I'm on television every Tuesday night, does all of a sudden what I say or what my opinions are about, different things carry more weight? I don't really have a whole lot to say publicly.
Yeah, but you do understand why people are interested.
Absolutely. I think what TV does and the kind of position that it puts actors in, popular actors in, it kind of sets you apart from the rest of the people, and that's kind of weird too. For however this happened, when they put my picture on the cover of a magazine, it sells more of that magazine than it would if my photo did not appear there.
Is it a measure of success?
Not for me, it's not. I don't know. That's a real good question. It certainly isn't for me. I try and avoid that stuff. I never really got into this business seeking fame and fortune. I never knew what that meant other than that kind of nebulous fame and fortune, whatever that was. And now here it is. Now I'm right in the center of it. And if anything, it makes me want to keep my private life more private.
Is making it, as you call it, fame and fortune, is it what you thought it'd be?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knows what that is? I never really knew how this was going to happen, and I was very surprised when it happened through TV. I was living in New York, doing off-Broadway plays. At the time, I thought, well, I'll keep doing off-Broadway plays till I do a Broadway play, and then I'll do a movie, and then I'll do millions of movies for the rest of my life. But never beyond that. I mean, I never really thought specifically how this was going to happen.
But you always thought it would happen, didn't you?
I always knew that it was going to happen.
Why? Where does that confidence come from? I mean, you're a blue-collar guy from a blue-collar neighborhood without a family with background in the business. I mean, where does that confidence come from?
I've always kind of had the courage of my own convictions, and I knew this was what I wanted to do. And I think if you want something bad enough and you have, you have the inherent talent to make that work, I think that kind of creates confidence.
Bruce Willis with Bryant Gumbel in March 19.
The success of Ghost has more than doubled her asking price to a reported $2.5 million per film. She's been inundated with film offers, interview requests, and photo shoots like this one with famed photographer Annie Leibovitz.
Yeah, it's great.
When you were 16, this was part of the dream, being in a makeup room like this, trying on all these clothes, everybody
the premieres, all of that's the fun part.
This is the work part. This is the part that's less fun.
If the success of Ghost was a brass ring, Demi Moore has grabbed it. She's just completed 3 films in a row and is expecting her second child.
We had to give up coffee, being pregnant, having tea.
On the set of her forthcoming film, The Butcher's Wife, her newfound confidence is on display as she exerts control on everything, including how she's shot.
I think the second half is better on this one.
Are you shy about coming down and offering your opinion to the director, saying, I like myself better here? A lot of actresses wouldn't do that.
People don't see what goes on every day. So if I walk away, then it's like this is all I can control. I can control this moment and how, I mean, if I ask for one more take, that's not asking for a lot. That's not getting on my bad side, right? You can come around and get on my good side, though. Let me trade sides. This is my better plan.
Okay. Controlling the moment is something Demi Moore does very well. That and her hands-on approach to her work have earned her a reputation within her industry as one tough broad.
I guess there's certain times that I'm tough. I think that I definitely have the strength of character to survive, and I have a long time. I've never viewed my career as something that is overnight. I mean, I really wanted this to be something that is going to be lasting. I mean, I want to be 60 and doing this, and it, you know, and it still be interesting, and I think you have to be tough.
How tough?
Tough. I mean, you used to be such a happy-go-lucky guy.
Hey, I'm very happy-go-lucky.
Today, Moore is head of her own production company. Her first film is Mortal Thoughts, a low-budget thriller co-starring her husband Bruce Willis. It's set for release this spring. As the film's co-producer, Moore had to take on difficult decisions to protect the movie.
You had to fire the director?
I mean, I had to be a part of that, yeah, which was very difficult. It comes down to it's just a business, and you have to go with what's going to work.
Do you find that it's a double standard, though, for men and women in your industry? When a man is tough and in control, people go, oh, I'd really admired that. When it's a woman who's saying, this is the way it is, and this is the way it's going to be, she can get called some pretty...
She's a bitch.
Unattractive names.
I mean, the good news is I haven't had to hear back too many, but about myself, but you know, I'm sure not everybody has been happy with me, and but I think that's certainly true. You know, I mean, it's just looked at, certainly, I think it's looked at differently.
And today, so is Demi Moore, hot, in demand, and assured of where she's going. She's no longer just Mrs. Bruce Willis. And don't be surprised if one of these days, that guy is referred to as Mr. Demi Moore.
People on the outside look at your life, your career, and say, what more could this girl possibly want? And you're quoted as saying, yeah, I got everything, but hey, I want more.
Well, doesn't everybody?
Demi Moore in 1991, still ahead of her then, a second and third daughter with husband Bruce Willis, and films such as A Few Good Men, Indecent Proposal, Striptease, and G.I. Jane. We'll be back with more on Demi Moore and Bruce Willis when Time and Again continues.
In your personal life, you are married to a woman who is the highest paid actress today and certainly one of the most beautiful.
The most beautiful.
The most beautiful, okay. And people look at you and say, what a great life this guy has.
It is a great life. It is a really great life. It's a, you know, I've been blessed by God. That's it. And I don't know why or why me or how it happened, but sure I'm having fun.
Yes, Glenn?
First of all, do you buy his assessment in '86?
I guess so, yeah. You know, television is a very limited format. There are only so many shots you can do. There's only so much time you can take, you know, to work on a scene. And films are very different. You know, you have a lot more time to make it better. And I, you know, really kind of stretched myself. I think.
Are you close to potential in this?
I think so.
And let me give you a different quote. This one comes from one Bruce Willis, talking about the stage. Said, I miss that control. It's your performance, and there's no take two. Any desire to return to the New York stage?
Yeah, I'd really like to. I've lived in Los Angeles 4 years now, you know, just about the whole year, and I'd really like to, you know, to get back to New York. The last time we were here, we went and saw about 4 plays, and I got kind of homesick for it.
Do you think it would be difficult for you to be up on the stage? Would people be ever conscious of watching Bruce Willis and not really watching an actor?
Well, that's kind of a challenge, I guess. Yeah, you know, it certainly would be a lot different from the last time I was on stage.
What's the old line? If you're a star, you're not an actor.
Yeah. I really have to, I would have to work against it, I think, now. That's a good question.
Your first child is due in September.
Yeah.
You and Demi.
Yeah.
How anxious are you?
Oh, I'm very anxious.
Is a key word here, because if you're going for this looking for a real old kind of rock'em sock'em thriller, it's not that. No. This is a spoof, a satire on all those great spy movies.
This is just a fun movie, yeah.
The teeth, explain the teeth to me. How did you get them on?
Well, they made a cast of my mouth, and they made some fake teeth, and the reason I went that way is in Britain in the 60s, you could be a sex symbol and still have bad teeth that didn't matter.
Your parents are both British,
My
right?
parents are from Liverpool, England, that's right. Moved to Canada in 1956.
I mean, is that where you got this sense of Britain and the sense of sort of kitsch that goes along with Britain in the 60s?
Well, my parents, literally, my dad would wake me up at 11:30 if a good Peter Sellers movie was on. Even though if I had school the next day, I would sit there in my pajamas all bleary-eyed with tea in front of me. And so I grew up on that. So for me, this is comfort food. And my relatives in England, from Liverpool, just assumed, no, you're moving to Canada. It's like going to be, you know, like a log house with Mounties and stuff. They sent us food and clothes all the time. So we'd get these care packages from Liverpool. And so I had like a Beatles suit, Nehru jacket, Beatle boots, and I actually had a Liverpool accent for a long time. And I thought I was related to the Beatles. I thought John Lennon was my dad because he talked like this, like, great, how are you, love it too, wonderful, like, wonderful. And the child psychologist at school had to, you know, point out that this is your father, this is John Lennon.
So first kid on your block to have bell bottoms and kind of the color forms,
Nehru
colors,
jacket,
and Nehru
the
jacket.
whole deal.
Incredibly popular, you must have been.
I was a very, very cool kid, but a very sick child.
A very sick child, and grown up to be a sick adult.
Well, I do what I do.
Yes, there we go. So did you watch Bond movies when you were little?
Everything British. I was raised on all things English, and you know, I was really proud that Bond was British and he was cool and got girls, and despite the hairy chest that Sean Connery had, because he is part man and part beast.
Yeah, I should mention that you do.
I'm rather hirsute.
You apparently acquire a lot of hair for this movie.
Yes, yes.
Right.
And when
is that Velcro or duct tape? How does that fit on your chest there? That hair?
Glue and shag carpeting. It's you know, it's one thing to write that the character has a lot of hairy, you know, a hairy chest. It's another thing at the end of the day to have that removed.
Yeah.
Just very, very painful.
Well, let's see a clip from Austin Powers to just get a whole sense of what he's on to here, Mr. Myers.
Okay.
This is from Austin Powers.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Mr. Powers.
Hello, Mr. Powers.
Care to have a little fun?
Care to have a little fun? No, actually, I have to save the world.
Oh.
Is it cold in here?
For me, this whole thing is just an amazing adventure. 8 years ago, I lived above a grocery store in Toronto, Canada. And for me, you know, I mean, you talk about what are your plans. I'm just, you know, it's but by the grace of God go I. I'm happy to have a job and there's no heavy lifting. That's how I view acting. So I just take it as it comes, and I write stuff, and if people like it, and that's great, you know. It's just nice to have a gig.
Child stars, so few have success.
That I would want to see. With Wayne's World, you know, Dana and I turned to each other afterwards and said, you know, we think it's funny. We didn't know it would be released or not, you know what I mean? And they released it, and it did, you know, pretty good and stuff. And with this movie, I mean, this is really just a tribute to my father and all of the stuff that, you know, the Python, the Goons, Bob and Ray, huge Bob and Ray, the Bob Hope, Bing Crosby movies, all that stuff that, you know, he said, hey, you got to watch this stuff is good, because my dad loved comedy and loved Peter Sellers, Alec Guinness, the Ealing comedies, Benny Hill, you know, all that stuff. So that's all I wanted to do, was just sort of honor my father. And one of the bittersweet things about this whole experience is that, you know, it has been well received, which is lovely, but unfortunately he passed away a few years ago and he never got to see it, but I'm sure he's watching it somewhere.
Mike Myers has described his devotion to his late father by comparing him to a cashier at a casino. Mike could win big in life, achieve great success, but his chips would not become money until he cashed them in with his dad. He had to share his accomplishments with the man who was his greatest inspiration. One can't help feeling that somewhere up there, Eric Myers is having a good laugh, thanks to Austin Powers. That's time and again for now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jane Pauley, and we're history.
But yeah, some of us are.
Wherever the future takes John Henson.
This one's for the cover.
You can bet he'll be going in style.
Can I get a Diet Pepsi, or do you have water or something?
Is that San Pellegrino?
Is that bubbles? Because if I drink the bubbles, I bloat.
What will he find? His destiny.
Oh my God. I'm back. I'm home. All the time. We finally really did it. You maniacs! You blew it up! Damn you! Damn you all to hell!
I can't take it anymore! Easy, Bob. Don't do anything crazy. Just tell us. What are your demands?
Well, first off, no more gratuitous sex and violence.
Back off, Amber.
Just had a bad flashback, baby. Vietnam. The top 40 charts. This crap's #1.
Wanna dress up like you, baby.
These are my panties. There are many like them, but these are mine. They are my best friend. They are my life. I must master them.
What is going on here? Why is Intern Peter not watching his shows? Why is Intern Peter still wearing his panties? Why are you not stomping Intern Peter's guts out?
Sir, it is the intern's duty to report to the host that Intern Peter has a full 8-track tape in his player and it's locked and loaded, sir.
Doctor, testicular defibrillation.
Huh?
Testicular defibrillation.
Zap his balls.
Clear!
Give it a try?
Huh? Yeah. I'm defibrillating here. I'm defibrillating here. I'm defibrillating here.
Is that enough? Mr. Hoffman, you're trying to seduce me.
Why are you staring at me? He's just going to sit there the whole time and not... John. John! You're a freak. You're a freak.
What happened then, Uncle John?
Well, eventually, Ronnie left the fair maiden and discovered a hall of mirrors where happy gnomes were playing with great mountains of pixie dust.
All of the commotion roused the giant from his slumbers. He was angry with the gnomes and challenged them to a duel. Ronnie was able to steal the pixie dust. He was also able to woo the lovely maiden who decided to run away with him. The two of them left the cave and walked into a golden sunrise. It had been quite an adventure, but now all Ronnie wanted to do was sleep, sleep, sleep.
As it had for so many others, cable television came to John's rescue.
When I see all the freaks and sickos and weirdos on Talk Soup, I see me. I'm gonna go back to theater. I'm gonna be reprising my role of Caligula at the Bonnie Franklin Dinner Theater in Portsmouth this summer. Hey, dude, we gotta get out of here, man. We gotta wrap this up because I'm supposed to meet somebody at 1. It's important.
John Henson on the next E! True Hollywood Story.
Not bad for a cable host, huh?
Well, I like the fact that Bachelor number 3 has no teeth, but he also has a low pain threshold, so I think I'll pass. Bachelor number 2 has a charming rural accent, but I like a felon who knows what he wants.
Well then, it sounds like we've got a bitch connection.
That's right. I picked Bachelor number 1.
You heard him, Bachelor number 1. Get your punk ass over there and greet your bitch.
Woohoo!
Look out! It's a dangerous gang of ethnic stereotypes.
Row. You ready?
Yeah.
This is you.
Okay.
Row. No.
You said this was you.
No.
You said.
Yeah, it's your starting, Fred, but who's, I mean, is it your commercial?
I'm sorry.
Who's in the foreground?
I thought you.
Are you in the foreground?
You said this
Do they
was
put the
you.
star of the commercial in the background or the foreground?
I'm sorry.
I'm just asking you because I get confused.
You said this was you and you pointed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just forget it.
Row.
Alan Mendez. He certainly left an indelible stamp on our show because blood stains. Here he is, folks, Fred Mendez.
Hey, Freddie! All right.
Hi, John.
How you doing, Fred?
I just wanted to say it's been great working with you.
Whoa, dude, what's the matter with you? You got a frog in your throat or something?
How's that?
Better. You know, there's a certain theme to your sketches, Fred, a preponderance of physical punishment. How do you account for it?
I don't know. You hate me?
Well, I'm just gonna have to laugh at that. And now, without further ado, let's present some of our favorite Fred moments. Warning, some content may not be suitable for younger viewers. Parental discretion is advised. 4! Oh, Lordy mercy, I got a hold of that one. Sliced a little bit at the end, but I think I can correct that. You're gonna have to stay still the next time we try this, because what are you doing? Where are you going? What's the matter? We got a part 4 coming up. Where are you going? It's all right, I'll correct it. Oh.
Hi, John.
Hi, Fred.
I'll let you pierce my belly button if you'll be my best friend.
Really? You do that for me?
Yeah, sure. I mean, how much could it hurt?
Yeah!
What's going on? Hey, you want to not pick that?
Oh.
Barbecue sauce.
I hate that commercial.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Now that we've done this, will you be my best friend? Thanks.
Excellent.